Very good morning. Thanks for joining. So today we're going to start another role in Citrix component, which is called Citrix Delivery Controller. Citrix Delivery Controller. So how to install the delivery controller role? So what is the requirement? The requirement minimum Windows 2008 R2 SP1, 2016 and above versions also supported. So along with that, we need a .NET Framework versions. And if it's a 2008 R2, 3.5.1 and above versions are required, the latest versions like a 2012, even 2012 also very old, almost 10 years old, and 2016 and above version. So right now, most of the environments, the projects are running with the Windows 2016 operating system, okay? And above like a 2019. So right now here, we are installing Windows 2016 and to deploying all the Citrix components. Okay, so now .NET Framework by default, it will install automatically. You don't want to install anything. And by default, PowerShell 2.0 and 3.0 so will be available. And Visual C++ and other redistributional package, everything will be by default available. You don't want to install anything manually. Only you need to install the Citrix Zen Desktop server setup. Okay, that is only manual. You need to do that. So go to the sheet. Okay. So in the last session, installing and configuring Zen and Desktop. Okay, this is successfully completed. So now this task is licensing consideration is completed. Next, install and manage installation and management. Okay, like a license server. It's completed. And the basic license server review also completed. Now we are in delivery controller role. Okay, delivery controller role. So coming to the lab tasks. So here in the license server, join to the domain controller. Yes, it is joined to the domain controller successfully. After that, the name is ctn.com and firewall, everything is completed. So next, today I'm going to create new server with the name lab 124 xdc-xdc01. This is a name I'm going to give. So guys, for you, again, still few people are not following the structure, even though I'm clearly mentioned in this sheet. So maybe you are just doing that, or maybe you not understand. I'm really don't know, but I'll give you some scenarios. One of my colleague was joined and he has carrying some experience. I noticed that he is a fake experienced person. Really, he is a fake experienced person. But we don't have any grudge on any others in the team until unless you have any issues. Okay, we are helping a lot. One of my colleague was working, is my superior, but same designation. Age-wise, he is elder than me, and he is in actually abroad. Okay, he is on-site engineer. Actually, that is my position, but I don't like to go other countries and all. Okay, so based on my profile, so my transition, so he went there and he take over some on-site delivery service manager role. Okay, so on-site delivery service manager role he was taken. So actually on-site delivery service manager means whoever available in offshore, he will be managing under it. Just designation, that's it. But really he is not trained in Citrix and all. So my colleague was created a few servers. He created few servers. A proper process they not followed. First proper process is whenever creating a server creation request we need to update in the change ticket. At least in ticketing tool, at least a small ticket we need to raise. So I'm planning to create this. Okay, I'm planning to create this server. This is the server name I'm going to create. What is the purpose of creating this server? The purpose I will mention. So then I'll write a mail to the client, whoever main person in the client area, like a client manager or maybe client delivery service head, director, somebody. So we need to send a mail and we need to get approval. Verbal approval is required. Okay. Written approval or maybe verbal approval is required. So based on that, the approval information we need to update in the ticket, he will or maybe she will start the work. The first task is completely skipped. Okay, fine. That's already mistake is done. The secondary server is created. Maybe even server after creation also, we can send a request in case of any emergency. That will be acceptable. The person created, but no intimation. The server name, whatever the name following by the company, server naming conventions, the completely different names they provided based on his own idea. Okay, I don't know, somebody was trained in outside. Okay, so somebody will giving some different names. Now when you're creating the server names, they're not giving any server naming culture. So based on his own idea, he created the server names. Nearly 4 servers he created, not one servers. He created and he forgot it actually. And each server created nearly 200 GB. Created 200 GB with a dedicated disk actually. I'll let you know what is meaning of dedicated disk and shared disk and all. Complete 200 GB was allocated per mission. Into 4 means nearly 800 GB. The next task is he forgot to update this information because of the project is stopped. Whatever the purpose he created the server, the purpose of the project is cancelled. That was not approved from the client. And he left the missions in the vCenter in a power on state without any notification to anyone. The server configuration is 200 GB and the RAM is a 16 GB and the processors are four processors and the 4 machines are installed operating system activated a Windows 2016 enterprise license. Okay, that's a data center license was activated. So do you know how much revenue he's lost? He created a loss for the company. Any estimated? Can you wild guess, guys? The guy was created loss for the company. How much? Approximately. Any guesses? You can check now Google. What is a Windows 2016 license cost? Go to Google. Windows 2016 server license cost in India. What is the cost, guys? 239 plus taxes. So shall we take is a 20,000 rupees for 4 servers?
Yeah.
Nearly 80,000 rupees. And 1 month or more than 1 month, the server was powered on and the data center. Okay, powered on the data center. The data center utilization based on the hour basis, they'll be charged like a cloud. The client will be like that. And the 4 servers continuously run for more than 2 months. Okay, 8 GB RAM, 16 GB RAM and 4 CPUs. Okay, 4 CPUs for 2 months. So approximately, I'll give you a rough calculation. 4 hours per day, 24 hours per day, 96 hours the calculated. Okay, at least per day the cost, maybe one server, maybe at least very cheap, very cheap, one server. Okay, so approximately cost is $50. $50 is too much. We can consider like 96 into at least $10 per day. So how much was charged? Okay, it's a very huge amount. So this much of amount was per day getting charged. So maybe even if a cloud, today morning I have taken one class, $358 per month actually. One database server, if continuously utilizing $358. So I can take the same amount, cloud amount. So at least $300 per server. So into 4 servers, nearly $1,200. Again into 2 months, $2,400. So $2,400, okay, USD into INR, if you calculate it, what is the cost, guys? 2 lakhs rupees. 2 lakhs rupees. You can think maybe you are in that position. What would be the situation? Definitely they have give some big punishments like a warning letters. Okay, they'll depromote. They'll put into performance improvement programs. There are many things because of it is a big mistake. Do you know why this situation was happened? Any idea? Do you know why this situation has happened? Because monitoring is not happen in this server. Monitoring is not happen. Whatever the server is created in the environment, in the hypervisor, monitoring is not enabled. So as per the monitoring culture, we will follow some nomenclature. Once the server is created, the server will be adding into the monitoring list. The monitor will start automatically every day sending the alerts. This guy was created the server. The third step is skipped out. Monitoring is disabled. So sorry, not monitoring is not enabled. So that's a main mistake. If the server is continuously not reported in the list, daily report, so people are not identified because of in the vCenter, many servers are there. How can I identify this server is created by such that person? It's a very difficult, right? Every quarterly, we will do some auditing. So any unused server, they'll be finding out. So if the finding out unused server, the tower lead will be taking care of the risk. So the person will be join the auditing call, provide all the information, and whatever the questions are raised by auditing team, that's called BA, business analyst. So we need to answer them. Actually, I'm the tower lead for this complete infrastructure platform, cloud and virtualization. So the question is raised to me. So Rajesh, this is a question for you. So this much of servers are currently running without monitoring. Okay. So when we compare the list in vCenter and the cloud and the monitoring, few servers are missing out. Those Missing servers are, these are the 4. So can you please give me the update? And the second step, the BA people, they will not identify the server nomenclature and all. They don't have anything. Just they will pull the report and they will create Excel sheet and like a Tableau or maybe Power BI, MSBI. These are the tools they will use. They will kind of graphical user interface kind of reports. So they don't have any much technical knowledge. If they have any questions, they will directly ask. We need to explain them. And I verified that the 4 servers, I checked in the ticketing tool, the servers are not created in the ticket, the first mistake. So how can I identify? I went to vCenter, I pulled the vCenter logs and 15 days, 1 month. No, it is not possible because if I directly logged into the server, I need to check that. And one more mistake he has identified. So guys, let me know if you're creating any new mission in our environment, what is the password we are selecting? What is the password we are giving? Ramesh? Any Windows machine we are creating in our environment, what is the password we are giving? Tell me, brother. Hemant, what is the default password?
Training in this team, you're telling?
Yeah, you're in the same batch, right? When we're creating a new Windows server, what is the default
Okay,
password?
here, I thought in real time. In here, you are giving welcome at 20.
Welcome at the rate 123.
Yes.
So when you're creating the server, at least I can log in to the server and I can check when the server is created. Okay. When the server is rebooted, I can check that, easily log. Okay, easily identify the logs. But the guy was, what are the password was created? His own created password was created. How do I know? Tell me.
Yeah, correct.
It's not possible, right?
Yes.
Another one more mistake. He didn't follow the guidelines of SOP of a instance creation, like a server creation. Like we have two documents will be there. One is a on-prem instance VM creation, one SOP, standard operating procedure, and the second document will be instance creation in the AWS, and one more document also is there Azure. Okay, in this project I'm not handling Azure, actually only AWS environment. Okay, again, I really failed in this area to find out who created. Then I checked in the email, is there anybody is created in the same name? Nothing is there. I didn't unable to identify. Then I connected to vCenter. I pulled out the logs and this server when it is created with the which ID was created. I spent nearly 15 minutes or 30 minutes. I pulled the logs from the vCenter. I identified the person. I just asked that guy, no? So why you are created this server and you're following the guidelines, no? He's telling that I got the project. Actually, project was not approved, so then I forgot it. So I don't have any other option to save the person, and I directly whatever the mails I received from the BA team, manager also is there, and senior directors also is there. Okay, senior leaders also is there in that email in the CC. I don't bypass anything. I don't have anything in my hand. So directly I put CC the person, so and so brother. So can you give me the clarification why the servers are created? Okay. And what is the project? Can you give me the project details information? So project IDs. So project, they'll create some kind of IDs will be there. So where is the SOW? Okay. So work order procedure will be there. The work order procedure, can you please share it? Okay. And this is evidence. The next question. What is the next question? And why you created the server with this much of configuration and who approved it to create this server? Can you please provide the approval name from the client? Next, why you are not following the standard guidelines for creating the mission? Right? So which document you follow to creating this mission? Please give me the artifactory to creating this server. Next, why you are not added this server to the monitoring? And where is the challenges to adding the server to that? Have you attended the complete the training in when you're joining this project? Can you please share the report? Okay. So when the project is, when you join the project, no, we have some trainings will be there, some KT will be there. So can you please share who gave the KT? So, and I give the answer, I give an answer, who given the KT? Myself only. I never do mistakes. Even if mistakes, I'll immediately recollect it and I'll fix that one. So during the time, almost 6 months back, I given the training and I clearly send a mail. So I CC'd my manager. Okay, hey brother, I have given the complete training for KT for Citrix, VMware, AWS, and these are the support links and documents and shared locations. And these are the topics I explained during the training. And these are the Cisco WebEx links for your reference for future. You can refer the links and video and you can do the work. In case of any discrepancy or any doubts, you can please call me. I can guide you. I can update it everything. And the mail I was attached that. I sent that. So immediately my manager was included the HR, the site HR, and because of the estimated the revenue was lost for the company, showing the evidence, it take the 1 day time with the business analyst, and with the approval, the guy was sent to performance improvement program. Because of, as per our company, we should not leave the person or terminate the person immediately. We need to give the last chance performance improvement program, and the person will be everyday monitor. And every day in the email, HR will be there, manager will be there, and reviewer will be there every day. And every day, in 8 hours of time, what are the work we'll be doing, and every information they'll be updated and they'll be sending. That is called micromanagement. Okay, I'm not threatening you guys. Okay, because of these are the real stories what's happening in the environment. It was happened many cases. Even in our batch, right now we are running in the batch number 124. Batch number 120, batch number 120, one person was joined in very big MNC company. The guy also attended a PIP program because of taking the laziness. Okay. And during the training also, I commented many times. And 2 months back, he lost the job actually. And he called me and he updated wrong information. Again, I asked very straightforward questions. He agreed, yes, brother, I did mistakes. The manager was put into the performance improvement program. I was not met the guidelines in even the PIP also. The company, the manager was terminated. Okay. I need a job opportunities again. Right now, right, because of the recession is going. Even one job also is very difficult for us. So this is the situation is happening. So I found somebody, they're not using the lab properly. The same kind of behavior you will be doing in the real-time environment, there will be a big problem for you. So be careful. Okay. So I'm recording this session. If you want, you can do this for your reference. Maybe here, few people are already experienced. People are coming from the non-IT background. So both are, what are the guidelines we are following? Everybody is equal. Okay. If you're telling that you are a fake or maybe your experience, nobody will listen you. If the companies get any kind of revenue affected level, definitely they will take a severe level punishments. So severe level punishments means they will not hit you. Okay. They will terminate from the job. They will not give you increments. So don't do that in my training. So that's what my request. I'm giving only one last chance. If anybody was created the names avoiding the guidelines, Dora, Deepak, you both have, you can directly delete the instance. No more excuses. No more excuses. You can directly delete that. Then you will get a pain because of, I don't want to do the mistakes because of like I want to carrying you because of you're paying some money to me. I don't want to give a wrong guidance. If I'm deleting the server now, you get the pain like you'll be creating the server again. You're spending like 1 hour or 2 hours. Okay. So please follow the lab guidelines, guys. Okay, we have 2 coordinators are there. So they will follow each and every VM. Okay, as per the guidelines, they will do it. Once the lab is completed, your server also, we will mention on the daily basis, which are the server you need to shut down. And the servers also, once you completed your work, you please shut down. You send a message in WhatsApp group. Yes, the lab is completed. You please send a message. Okay, that's a small evidence you completed your work. And somebody's created the server name is Excel, right? Somebody's created the server name is Excel. Who deleted again the server? You can see this. Somebody created the server name is Excel. This is again something else. Really, if you're doing the mistakes, you please call me personally, brother, I did these mistakes. I don't know how to identify these mistakes. I'm keep on doing that. So if you are asking me personally, I can guide you. I'm not revealing this information to anyone. Definitely, I can update this. Even last batch people, they will change the jump server name. Okay. So that is again one day complete lab is wasted. So don't do that mistakes. If you are doing the mistakes, okay, because of you are in the training field. So please let me know. I can definitely guide you. See that I'll show you. The one of the student was created the server name is Excel. Maybe they changed or not, I don't know. Excel.ctn.com. So sometimes even in our environment, hackers will be joining and they will be deleting some information. They'll be creating some information also. Yes, it was happened. Okay, I want to identify, right? So whether is a hacker or maybe my student. Okay, maybe this is a situation is doing by student only. If you keep on doing that, maybe if it's a hacker. So if you completely destroying the lab, so again I need to rebuild the lab from the scratch. Again, wasting of my time and your time. Okay, so don't do that. Now I'm going to DNS. See guys. So here I found that Excel, okay? Excel name, I found it. Okay. So even one more area I'll show you, the DHCP server area. Okay. DHCP mgmp.msc. Server address pool. See guys, excel.ctn.com. excel.ctn.com. So I don't know who created. Okay. Maybe the hacker was joined that. I don't know. Maybe our student was doing the mistakes. You please check that. Few servers are created with these names. See, it's a very big name. So please, whenever you have a chance to logging in, and you have to fix all these things. To the end of the day, I don't want to find any discrepancy. Okay. You please completely clear your any mistakes in your lab. If you need any help, you please call me. I can help you on that. Thank you very much. So let me stop the record and I want to create a new record file.